All right, that is it for weather and traffic. We'll be back with more. Let's go to Bob.
All right, thanks. Health news now. The number of Canadians suffering from or who will end up with type 2 diabetes. We've covered this quite a bit on the show. Denise Ohanian from Dell Pharmacy, thanks so much for joining us because it is growing so rapidly in Canada, type 2. And management, of course, is something I'm sure that you deal with. You're in the front lines at Dell Pharmacy.
Yes, actually, Bob, there are 3 million Canadians living with diabetes right now, and they're predicting by the year 2020, 3.7 million. So this is a huge subject. This is something that's very important to all of us.
With type 2, a lot of it, it's attributable to lifestyle, but of course the lifestyle definitely changes after the diagnosis.
Yes, things that people can do on their own if they can help manage their diet and exercise. In terms of diet, this is a dinner plate. These are the portions, and this is the size that we should have for dinner.
Okay, there's a graphic reminder.
This portion of the plate should be covered with vegetables. Doesn't really matter, raw, cooked, as long as this size is covered with the vegetables. This is the size of the pasta or potato or rice.
Yeah, it's a great idea because it really puts it in perspective.
A lot of people, when I show them this, say, "Oh, do you have a bigger plate in your bag?" But this is the size that we should be eating at dinner.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, there's also ways to help manage diabetes with checking your blood sugars.
Which is so important because it's not something you can let go, because actually, can you speak on just the damage that does when they do escalate if it's not kept in check?
Yeah, the thing that we're trying to prevent is what they call complications. Complications down the road from having high blood sugars. Things like kidney disease, things like blindness, amputation. These are the things that we're trying to prevent by keeping the blood sugars under better control.
Really critical, yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's lots of tools with that. Yeah, so here, you have this example here.
This is a tool to help check the blood sugars. So there's a strip that goes in. Yeah. Patients will prick their finger and put the strip will be in, and it will give them a reading in 5 seconds of what their blood sugar is. So this is important to know if their blood sugars are running high. It's also very important if their blood sugars are running low. Some of the medications or insulin may cause them to have low blood sugars.
And so the key is keeping the equilibrium.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly, Bob.
Now this pen? This
pen contains insulin. And this can be an excellent tool, insulin, to help control blood sugars. It's just to show how small this device is. It can be kept at room temperature. The other insulin should be kept in the fridge. The patient will dial up their dose. A needle tip will be put on the end, and the needle tips are very, very small, very fine now. And then usually the dose is given into the abdomen area. It can be given into other spots.
Okay.
Press, hold, and this is a really good way of controlling blood sugars.
Absolutely. So there's great products available, and actually we've run out of time, but I see you brought socks and foot cream too. There's other things that we don't normally associate or think about, but in terms of dealing with it?
Very important to look after the feet. Prevention is key. These are some tools these are some products to help moisturize the feet, especially the heels, so that they don't become cracked and become prone to infection.
Okay.
Socks, clean, dry cotton socks help to prevent infection as well.
Okay, hey, thanks. And of course, Denise, you're the certified diabetes educator with Dell Pharmacy.
I am.
So thanks for the expert advice and some health news you can use. All right, we're going to take a quick break on this Earth Day and check the forecast and sports too. Stay with us.
Limousines for guests at Morning Live are provided by Mermaid Limo Service, including airport service to Buffalo.